Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Barnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance. Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Yow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Rough Rider first down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
Well, hello everyone, and we welcome you to Grand Lake Health Systems Court in St. Mary's, Ohio for a non-league encounter between the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders and New Knoxville Lady Rangers. I'm Joe Hurlbert. I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action of tonight's contest. I am joined by Mike and Kelly J. The New Knoxville Rangers and the St. Mary's Lady Riders come in with identical season marks at 3-13. The Rough Riders 2-4 in the Western Buckeye League, and the New Knoxville Rangers 1-5 in the MAC. But the Riders are coming off a tough loss at Bryan. They lost by 1. They were up in the closing minutes, but all of a sudden things went south on them in the final minute. They lost by 1, but still, hopefully that gives them a little bit of confidence as they come into tonight.
Yeah, I think the Riders are definitely on the uptick. They had a big win over Wapakoneta, which I thought they played as well as they had all season. They played really well against OG, who's when the rankings come out, the first rankings come out, could easily be the #1 team in the state of Ohio in their division. And that was a one-possession game going into the fourth quarter. And Bryan, who they lost to by 1 in the last seconds, is a perennial district and regional level team from Northwest Ohio. So I see the Riders as trending up and playing better. as the season goes on. Knoxville has a big concern tonight.
Yes, they do.
You're 3-13. They struggle to score points. And the reason I say that they have a big concern is their second leading scorer, Avery Albers, had an appendectomy last week, and she'll be out for the rest of the season. So suddenly they lost. She's their second leading scorer, their leading rebounder, their leading assist person, and a very, very athletic girl. So when you're already struggling to score, that can really get exacerbated when you lose one of your best players. And that was illustrated in their last game. The first game with Avery Albers out of the lineup, they score 11 points in the game against St. Henry, 3 in the second half. So
now, granted, St. Henry's got a really, really nice squad this year, and so playing good competition. However,
three in the second half isn't good. I don't care who you play.
Talked to Coach Koenig before the game, and she talked about how Avery Albers was their energy person, and she said she kind of was the driving force behind everything, and so they're having to kind of readjust their thinking a little bit. Instead of trying to push the ball, a little more slow down, and play a little more half court. They also have kind of a numbers issue with not a lot of kids out, which was why we played just a 2-quarter JV game tonight. But she said, so we don't have a lot of subs, and so she said, yeah, we've had a little bit of a adjustment.
Yeah, most of their JVs, and unfortunately, you hate to see this happen to a program, but the majority of their kids on their team are freshmen and sophomores. Their JV team also moves up to give them the numbers on their varsity team.
Correct.
So, and you hate to see a program go through this, but here again, when you look at the season, when it's all said and done, they're facing this adversity. So this is a challenge for them. So I guess for Coach Koenig, she'll be able to judge how well they can overcome adversity.
Well, probably should mention, Joe,
they do have a little size.
They do.
Coming in, yeah.
Probably should mention the Albers girls for Knoxville have a local connection and a connection to greatness. The local connection is their dad is Scott Albers, who was coached JV basketball here for several years, and the connection to greatness is their grandpa is Jack Albers, one of the most legendary basketball coaches in Northwest Ohio. Absolutely. Former Marion local head coach.
Absolutely. Well, right now they're lowering the flag for the playing of our national anthem. They're asking this crowd here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court to rise to their feet. We'll step away for the playing of the national anthem. We'll be back to check the starting lineups for you and bring you tonight's game between the New Knoxville Lady Rangers and the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders right after this.
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Looking for the perfect gift for your man, son, or dad? Jackalope Stash Men's Clothing Store in downtown St. Mary's will help you score the perfect gift. At this haberdashery, you will find stylish formal and informal wear, along with the most fashionable and contemporary accessories. Not sure what to get your leading man? Stop in and purchase the Jackalope Stash gift card. Make your man the best dressed in the room, no matter the occasion. Quality, style, stash. That's Jackalope Stash, where riders shop.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet. Alrighty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Joe Hurlbut alongside Mike and Kelly. Jay, I want to update you on some things taking place this week on Rider Nation Station. Of course, on Thursday, the boys wrestling against the Van Wert Cougars will take place here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. And, of course, Rider Nation Station will be here to bring you all that action. And then on Friday night, boys high school basketball, as the St. Mary's boys will host the Van Wert Cougars in Western Buckeye League action. So, we've only got 2 more girls games after tonight. We'll have Minster on January 28th, and we'll wrap the season up here at home against Kenton on February 26th. So the girls' season rapidly coming to an end.
Unfortunately, the coaching staff thinks that because of that loss last week, that they will not probably host their first tournament game.
Really?
It'll put them on the road. I suppose stranger things could happen, but yeah, that's what they kind of predict.
And the super sectionals that they have now in districts, that could mean traveling on to Toledo, to a very far location.
Exactly.
That is a huge disadvantage to not be the host.
Could be a Bryan trip or some place like that. So yeah, a little traveling in store for the blue and gold.
Well, Bryan's a nice little.
It is.
Relaxing drive.
Yeah, it is.
2.5-hour drive.
Yeah. Paige Webb, Kiera Wellman, Bryn Egbert, Addison Albers, Leela Gottschalk, starting 5 for the Lady Rangers.
Addie Albers is going to carry the load for them. She's 10 points a game, 6 boards, blocks a couple shots a game. She's first in the MAC in block shots. So she's very athletic, 5'11" junior. So if you look at them, Joe, they're extremely young. They're starting 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior.
And they do have a little bit of size, as I said before, with Albers at 5'11" and Egbert at 6 foot. So that's something that the Riders lack, and so maybe they'll be able to take advantage of things.
A lot of
inside.
teams have hurt St. Mary's on the board, so it'll be very important for Claire Turner to establish her presence on the boards.
For the Rough Riders, Sophie Minker, Cadence Hirschfeld, Lauren Jacobs, Reese Rabel, and Claire Turner. Toss is up, and the ball is controlled by the Lady Rangers of New Knoxville. Albers with the basketball, gives it to Gottschalk. Webb. Webb drives right side off the glass. Nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Minker. Minker to Hirschfeld, to Claire Turner in the paint. Kick it back out to Jacobs. Nope, off the back of the iron. Rebound Minker. Good job crashing the boards. Skip pass. Hirschfeld has it.
Little 2-3 zone by the Rangers.
Try to force the Riders to go over the top.
Coach Koenig talked in the pregame when I was chit-chatting with her a little bit. She talked about finding the Rough Rider shooters, and of course, everybody knows that Reese Rabel is a outside scoring threat. So she's one of them, and obviously Sophie Minker is our leading point, one of our leading point persons. So yeah, it's finding those two in that zone.
Riders are coming out in the 1-2-1-1 diamond press. Last year,
Nice job by Minker.
Near
Ball's
steal.
loose on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball.
In last year's 11-point win over New Knoxville, St. Mary's turned the Rangers over 22 times.
Wow.
And Knoxville's averaging 19 turnovers a game this year, so I'm sure that is a very key part of Scott Jordan's plan, is to try to speed Knoxville up. Maybe wear them out. They don't have much depth.
But the other half of that equation is you can cause them to have all the turnovers you want, but if you can't convert on them, then could be a long night.
Having that size in the middle allows the Rangers to extend pretty far and not really have a whole lot of trouble. And right there,
active hands by Albers
forced
causes the turnover.
possession arrow belongs to the New Knoxville Lady Rangers. Pressure still being applied by the Lady Rough Riders. 6-12 on the American Legion scoreboard. Still no score.
Oh, it's a bad place to stop there by Webb.
And she gets it out, gets it over to Gottschalk, and it's stolen by Manker.
Manker leads the Riders in steals with their long arms.
Rabel goes up off the glass. Nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Albers. Here comes Egbert with the basketball. 6-foot senior handling the basketball out front. Nope, that doesn't hit anything. Kiera Wellman shot. There comes the Lady Riders, and not a good pass.
A lot of the Riders' turnovers this year have been of an unforced variety, I think, as opposed to getting in traps. And
right.
A lot of them have been careless passes more so than pressure from the other team. That can be very frustrating for a coach.
Here comes Egbert. Offensive foul. Good job by Reese Rabel, holding her ground. Offensive foul, give the ball to the Rough Riders. You see it there on the Jackalope Stash instant replay. 5:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Still no score on the American Legion scoreboard. Lady Riders with the basketball. Minker. Hirschfeld.
If we could get this clip, we can look at this maybe later.
Fowler TV 3-point goal by Lauren Jacobs gives the Rough Riders a 3-0 lead. First points of the ball game. Egbert and Albers with the basketball. Kick it out to Webb. In the corner it goes to Egbert. Shot up, nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Jacobs. Reese Rabel thought about a three, pulls it down. Minker did the same. Good intentions, but they had two people on Claire Turner, one in the front and one posted up front.
Sophie Minker had 3 threes against Bryan on Saturday. She'd been kind of in a shooting funk for most of the year from 3. It'd be nice to see her carry that over into the next game. If Sophie hits the outside shot and with her driving ability, she can be a tough offensive player.
Little wheel action by the Rangers.
Albers.
Van Wert from back in the day.
Webb. Addie Albers.
That was a travel.
Yeah.
Had the happy feet.
Number 14 in the ball game for the Lady Rangers. That's Mackenzie Brown.
Another one of their freshmen. 3 freshmen that get playing time.
Here comes Logan Henshin. She replaces Claire Turner. Just like what Mike was talking about, Sophie's driving ability, but she missed it. She gets the offensive glass. Reese Rabel for 3. Nope, off the back of the iron. Jacobs has it. Manker drives. Goes up with a shot, underhand scoop, got it. Nice move by the 5'7" junior, Sophie Manker. 5-0 on the American Legion scoreboard. Albers stops in the paint, goes up with a shot, hits 2 points.
Very nice jump shot there by Addie Albers.
She's got New Knoxville on the board, 5-2.
She was first team All-MAC last year as a sophomore.
Drew a little contact, went up strong with that.
Reese Rabel for a Fowler TV 3-point goal. Good defense by the Rough Riders. Underneath it goes to Jacobs off the glass. 2 more.
Nice pass. Cadence Hirschfeld.
We've got a Sean Barnett electrical timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
10-2 on the American Legion scoreboard. Joe Hurlbert alongside Mike and Kelly J. from Grand Lake Health Systems Court, Rider Nation Station, bringing you girls high school basketball. Glad to have you along wherever you may be watching.
Rider press is really bothering the Rangers. They look very, very reluctant to put the ball on the floor and try to dribble through.
4 turnovers so far for the Rangers. Shot attempts, St. Mary's has taken 11 attempts, and the Knoxville Rangers only 4.
Albers will get it to Egbert.
Egbert's the lone senior on the Rangers squad, averaging 8 points, 6.5 boards.
3-point shot put up by Webb won't go. Rebound comes down to the Lady Riders. Here they come the other way. Reese Rabel. Manker down, try to get it down low. Pass was intended for Reinecke, but here comes the Rangers. Paige Webb with the basketball. Give it to Albers. Nice steal by Claire Turner. She goes down, up off the window, got it.
Claire leads the Riders in steals, 30 for the season. Very active, long arms.
Webb down underneath. Wellman goes up with a shot. Nice play by Kiera Wellman. 1:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Oh, nice pass. Reinecke gives it up. Shot put up by Minker. Nope, back of the iron. Rebound comes down, tipped around, come up with the Riders. Rabel goes down the paint, goes up, blocked. Good defense there underneath by the Lady Rangers. Webb with the basketball. Oh, too many people.
Got a little too deep, ran into some size at the basket.
Manker's taking it to the hole, goes up with the, we'll swing it on and get it out of here.
I like it.
Bryn Egbert.
Little tooth check there.
Egbert. Albers, nope, won't go. Sophie Manker.
Riders going to get the last shot here at the quarter.
If they know how much time's on the clock.
Do they know there's 3? I think they do.
Rabel for 3 as the horn sounds. That's the end of the first quarter here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. The St. Mary's Rough Riders on top of the Lady Rangers, 12-4. We'll step away. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
Coming to the Grand Opera House live in downtown St. Mary's, February 1st. Get ready to rock with Thunderbeard, America's #1 tribute to CC Top. Every girl's crazy about a shop dress. Bringing a highly entertaining show filled with all the classic songs you know and love, fuzzy guitars, and real beards too. Then on February 8th, indulge your senses. See, hear, and feel why Floyd Live is recognized as America's definitive Pink Floyd experience. You'll need Doc Brown and a DeLorean to get any closer. To buy tickets, visit GrandOperaHouseLive.com today.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
Alrighty, we got the start of the second quarter. Kelly, let's take a look at some of the statistics in the first half. Anything stick out? Turnovers probably the bugaboo for New Knoxville.
Turnovers and offensive boards. The Riders had 4 offensive boards, and the Rangers had 5 turnovers, which led to the double shot attempt discrepancy. Rangers putting up only 8 attempts and the Riders 16. So, yeah, and those are two areas that they can clean up, definitely, and get themselves back into the game here.
Most of the Rider rebounds were by our guards, which indicate to me the Knoxville's perimeter players weren't boxing out. Makes it tough on the inside players to get rebounds when there's guards flying in from the outside untouched.
Right.
And a lot of times those long shots, and the Riders do take quite a few threes, as we've talked about in the past. A lot of times those threes bounce long, and which means that your guards definitely have to box out because they have some opportunities there. Right there is a good example.
Yeah. Rabel's three-point shot bounces off the back of the iron, and it's stolen. Here comes Rabel the other way. Good hustle by Henschen. Gives it back to Hirschfeld, goes up with a shot and got it.
Nice jump shot, Cadence Hirschfeld, about a 12-footer.
Egbert with the basketball needs help. Somebody needs to
Pick
go
the
to
ball
her.
up on the sidelines, which is a no-no.
And we've got a foul is going to be called on Cadence Hirschfeld.
I think Egbert can thank that official for that call. Bailed her out of trouble.
Gottschalk will give it into Paige Webb.
Riders have done a good job of watching Webb on the perimeter. She is their shooter. She's leading three-point shooter and free throw shooter.
We got a traveling violation called on Addie Albers.
Other than Webb, the Rangers do not shoot well from the perimeter at all. They have a very poor shooting percentage from three.
Lauren Jacobs with the basketball. Cadence Hirschfeld back to Jacobs. Rangers still in that 2-3 zone. Claire Turner, Hirschfeld.
And again, this is another possession. If we could catch this one defensively, talk about how the Riders need to attack this 2-3 zone.
Double dribble called on Sophia Menkers with a turnover. We'll give it back to the Lady Rangers, who trail by 10 here on the American Legion scoreboard. Mackenzie Brown, number 14. That's Albers, Gottschalk, Brown, Webb. Albers drives the paint, goes up off the glass. Nope, won't go. Rebound, battle for, oh my gosh, put a knee in the chest.
Boy, Albers is really athletic on the drive. She's got a nice first step. Long strides, long arms. She's an impressive looking player.
So could have probably had a just complaint for a foul on that one. She got bumped a little bit on as she was going up.
Menker's going to launch one all alone. Nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Jacobs. Back to Menker. Spin move. Goes into paint, goes up with the shot. Nope, not a particularly good-looking shot. I think she was more sideways than she was shoulders to the basket.
Didn't really square up.
No.
Get a good look at the basket. The press has definitely been the Riders' best weapon tonight so far.
Yeah, perfect example right there as they get the turnover. Jacobs. Menker drives, needs help, gives it to Hirschfeld. Rabel's going to launch a three, and it is good. A Fowler TV three-point goal by Reese Rabel. 17-4 on the American Legion scoreboard. Riders still press. Claire Turner reaches in, picks up the foul.
Reese Rabel was in getting some extra shots in before practice yesterday.
Practice was at 10. She was in here at 9 a.m. shooting by herself in the gym. That's a good sign. That's somebody that wants to get better. It's great to see hard work pay off.
Maker's shot won't go. Rebound comes down to Egbert.
Nice athletic drive to the basket by Addie Albers.
Very quick first step. Riders are doing a good job of moving their shooters around, making it a little harder to find, requiring the Rangers to talk a lot on defense.
Jacobs, three-point goal won't go. Run down by Henshin. Rabel's going to launch another one. Nope, that won't go. Rebound batted around. Jacobs has it. Hirschfeld thought about it, getting the corner of Manker. Manker off the glass. 2 points for Sophie Manker. 19-6 on the American Legion scoreboard.
I think Addie Albers was frustrated with the Rangers' performance versus the press and just took off and said, I'm taking the thing up myself.
Hirschfeld hits nothing. Rebound comes down to Manker. Goes into paint from the free throw line. Off the glass, won't go. Rebound comes down to Gottschalk.
That's tough when you lose your second leading scorer and your leading assist person, you know, that does a lot of your ball handling against the press. Suddenly other people are forced into roles that they're not used to, they're not comfortable with. It can cause your offense to ground to a halt.
Now I'm going to touch on something you said earlier with Reese Rabel coming in an hour and shooting shots. You know, if you come in for an hour and you shoot 200 shots by yourself a day for a week, you've shot 1,000 shots more than anybody else on your team.
Right.
You do that for a 10-week season, that's a lot of shots, more than your other ones. So you get better.
Absolutely.
You get better.
You're doing something that, you know, everybody goes to practice.
Exactly.
For 2 hours. But
Exactly.
you're doing something that no one else is doing. And
Exactly.
that can give you a competitive edge.
Absolutely.
Without question.
Yep.
Well, now with the rebounding gun, they can get even more. You know, they didn't have that back when I played.
Well, we had to shoot and chase it down.
Yeah, we had to run out for every single one.
Reese Rabel from downtown for another three.
Well, our work's paying off.
Yeah, we had to chase down every single one of them. Now they just, you know, set up the gun and you can get lots more shots in. I'd have killed for one of those.
Now here's another one, and Mike would probably remember this. Do you remember the sure shot basketball?
I know the guy who invented the sure shot basketball.
Oh, stop.
No.
Well, explain to it what that is. It's the one with the palm on it.
Yeah.
And that's where you place your hand, and it had on the side, and that's how you would shoot.
How about save that for halftime? We can give a little history.
You think
there.
I'm going to remember that?
We both worked at the basketball camp that the inventor run.
No way.
Oh yeah, we were counselors, longtime counselors.
Really? And that was just something that would be simple. Nice shot by Albers as she takes it to the rim. There you see it there on our Jackalope Stash instant replay.
Albers is a 58% free throw shooter, leading scorer for the Rangers. She's got 7 of their 9 points already. Little sis in there, so she's having to take over.
Looks like the Rangers are going a little man here.
Riders hit a few too many threes, and then they're not rebounding at all out of that zone.
Yeah, true.
60 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Great help on defense on that rotation.
Tension. Manker's going to launch a Fowler TV three-point goal by Sophia Menker, 25-9 on the American Legion scoreboard. Time winding down here in the first half. Ball stolen by the Rough Riders. Good hustle by Menker as she's tripped. So she should go, no, she won't go to the line yet.
Tripped by Wellman. 29 seconds left. I wouldn't be surprised if Scott Jordan asks for one shot here. Riders have a nice sizable lead. We got a lot of momentum. Get that last shot.
Rabel guarded by Gottschalk. It's going to set a pick for Jacobs. Ten seconds remaining. Oh, nice backdoor to Manker up off the glass and in and fouled.
Beautiful execution by the Riders.
She's going to be fouled by Bryn Egbert.
Excellent pass. Excellent pass by Reese Rabel. She looked off, looked
sold
away.
It. She sold it well.
She looked away from the back door, then came back to it. It was well timed, well executed. That's how you draw it up.
And Sophia Menker hits a free throw, three-point goal, or three-point play. Shot at the buzzer, and it's good!
Addie Albers from half court.
That should be worth 6 points.
I think her dad, Scott, taught her how to do that.
Well, that horn sounds the ends of the first half with a score on the American Legion scoreboard. The St. Mary's Rough Riders 28, the New Knoxville Lady Rangers 12. We'll be back with our halftime right after this.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Barnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance. Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Yow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated like a Rough Rider first down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
Alrighty, 28-12. The Lady Riders lead on the American Legion scoreboard. We are at halftime. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to get to it all, but right now we're going to turn it over to Mike and Kelly. They'll take you through halftime. And Kelly?
Okay, here goes for the New Knoxville Rangers. We've got not a ton of scoring to talk about here. Addie Albers with 10. And let's face it, she was a one-man wrecking crew there, driving the ball to the basket. She was the offense for the
10
Rangers.
of the 12.
10 of the 12. Kiara Wellman with the other 2. For some totals, only 12 field goal attempts for the Rangers. So they need to take care of the ball a little bit better. 12 turnovers, which is brutal, and for their total of 12 points. For the St. Mary's Rough Riders, we've got Sophie Maker with 10 points, Cadence Hirschwell 2, Lauren Jacobs 5, Reese Rabel with 9, and Claire Turner with 2 for their 28 points. The Riders were 11 of 32 for 34% from the field, 5 of 18 for 28% from three-point line. And the Riders only 4 turnovers. And the Riders have had, and this is another thing that factors into their scoring, had 9 offensive rebounds.
Wow.
And so,
that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Again, considering they're probably a little undersized compared to
very
the Rangers.
much smaller.
So yeah, a big part of their scoring right now. So the Rangers were held to 4 points in the first quarter, 8 in the second quarter. The Rough Riders 12 and 16 for their totals. So we'll transition from there, from the stats, into a little telestrating, and we'll talk about right now the Ranger defense, and they spent a majority of that first half in a 2-3. And we've talked about this a little bit before. Sometimes the Riders can get into a point, and you can look right now in their offense where the ball is, and the ball is pretty far out here. Sophie Maker pretty far out here. We've got whoever our fifth player is deep,
Logan Hinchen or Claire Turner.
Deep over here in that corner, and Reese Rabel in this corner. And a majority right now of their offense is doing a lot of passing out here, running their offense what I would say is too far from the basket. What they need to do, and if you look at Albers defensively, she's actually the bottom of the zone, of the 2-3 zone. This is her right now, but look where she's at. She's playing what we would consider very, very high. So there is nobody right now guarding the paint here.
Yeah, number 10, Egbert, is also exceptionally high. And when as a coach, when you see the other team's back line of a zone playing that high, we would instantly talk to the kids about, we've got to utilize the short corner.
And we've talked a lot about the short corner before. Reese Rabel is in the deep corner, and we can see the block down here. She's in the deep corner. The short corner is right this vicinity right here. And if we could see it on camera, even further baseline, you know, this direction a little bit here, below that box. By getting the ball there, if we would get the ball there, that forces Egbert to come down, and it forces Albers to come down. And if we've got the ball there, then you've got people that can duck in You got people that can duck in there. It just puts them into a decision-making mode. What are they going to cover?
And if they do collapse down on that short corner, that also gives much easier threes from less distance.
Correct.
For your shooters, because their people are all collapsed in the paint.
Yes. She's going to drop. She's going to drop. Whoever is defending up here, everybody's dropping in, and then you can do a spit out here, spit out there.
Makes shorter and much easier threes without somebody in your face.
The other thing that the riders can do, and this is something to work on in a game like this, is get the same thing by dribble penetrating and getting the defenders to collapse. If she dribble penetrates into gaps, if you get dribble penetrating to gaps, it causes the defenders to have to collapse on them. And again, gets what Mike talked about here a second ago, then you get easy passes out to threes. So just something that they can work on. And I think we had one other clip that we were going to do. I'm not sure if we could get that one up and running.
I don't want anybody bothered running against an incumbent Republican.
It's all me. Oh, okay, yeah. This is, we just wanted to kind of highlight a really well-executed backdoor play. This goes back to an old Van Wert coach, boys
Keith
coach.
Knopfs and Van Wert was a legendary coach, took them to the state tournament numerous times. He did a clinic at the District 8 coaches meeting one year where they call it the Van Wert Backdoor Series. And I swear every coach in District 8 sat there and wrote everything down, and they all run these the Van Wert Backdoor Series. Everybody calls it the Van Wert Backdoor Series. This is very well executed.
So the Riders have two people over here, Logan Hitchens here and somebody else over here. And is this Lauren Jacobs here?
Yes.
Lauren is going to clear out here. And right here, Reese Rabel's got the ball. And really a lot of this depends on how well Reese Rabel sells this, because
Reese has got to act a little bit on this.
We've got things overloading this direction. So everybody's looking this way. She's actually going to start dribbling that way. And what do you do typically as a defender? You get distracted and you start thinking, okay, everything's happening that direction. I'm looking that direction. And so Reese is going to take off here, dribbling. Meanwhile, Sophie Minker's over here, and she's going to step out. Again, kind of make her defender think, she's not involved in the play. I think that's Wellman. So she's going to kind of fall asleep and then make a hard cut to the basket and get a nice bounce pass. So we'll hit the play button.
Beautiful bounce pass, hits her right in stride.
Great bounce pass.
3-point play.
For the three. So there we go. Now we'll spend.
Let's do it.
We'll spend the last minute talking about the Sure Shot basketball. And here goes. And one of the things I am not good at is drawing. So what you get's what you get here.
Well, we got to get it up on the screen, though.
Oh, okay. Can we show that?
There you go.
Okay.
There's your basketball.
So the ball was designed, Mike. You talk about who the guy was, and I'll draw.
It's called the Sure Shot basketball. It was designed by a man named Dick Baumgardner, who was a legendary high school coach for the Richmond Red Devils in Richmond, Indiana. He developed a rather crude representation of the Sure Shot basketball.
But
He developed this basketball, and he had shooting camps. You didn't go there to play games. You went there to learn how to shoot. He was a shooting instructor, and he would hire high school coaches to teach kids how to shoot. This Sure Shot basketball was his tool that he was famous for, and he sold 1 million of these. Every kid in Indiana and part of Ohio bought these.
This is where you put your hand, your right hand.
Yep.
This is where you put your left hand on the side of the ball, and then you had this nice little line kind of keeping you straight to
line you up with the
line
basket.
you up to shoot.
Did he patent that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bazillion.
He sold a bunch of those.
Yeah. And you know what? How simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How simple.
And he was a great, I mean, absolutely great technician on shooting form. So everything.
Kelly and I, when we were both coaching, went down there and worked his camp many summers.
Wow.
And it probably was the most valuable time I ever spent as a coach. In terms of something I could bring back and use with my kids here in St. Mary's is all learning how he taught shooting.
And tell the story.
How I taught shooting.
Absolutely. And tell a story about Magic Johnson.
Yeah, Dick Bumgarner was a legendary teacher. You could also hire him for individual instruction, whether you're high school, college, or pros. People would come to him in Richmond, Indiana, and he'd get them in the gym and instruct them one-on-one. Or your higher level programs than the pros would fly him places. So Magic Johnson, when he first got to the pros, really struggled shooting from the perimeter. In college, he could always just drive and post up and overpower people. And in the pros, he struggled with his perimeter shot. So who did the Los Angeles Lakers, the Showtime Lakers, who did they fly in all the way from Richmond, Indiana, private plane?
Really?
Dick Bumgarner.
Well, he should have spent some time with Shaquille O'Neal to teach him how to shoot free throws.
But yeah, I still to this day, when I work with kids shooting, I go back to his principles because and some of it was footwork, and some of it's hands positioning.
We have one of those basketballs in the basement, Joe.
Do you?
We'll bring it Friday to Van Wert and let you look at it.
I remember him.
Derek learned how to shoot with that sure-shot basketball.
I remember him. Albers scores for the New Knoxville Lady Rangers. They score first here in the second half. They trail by 14, 28-14 on the American Legion scoreboard.
I'm sure Olivia Koenig's.
Reese Rabel from a long way away. Nope, won't go.
Olivia Koenig's halftime speech with the Rangers, I'm sure, talked about two things, turnovers and rebounds. Because those two areas just killed the Lady Rangers in the first half.
There you go. Our good buddy Joe Burke sent me this.
Reese Rabel again from downtown.
That isn't it.
Reese is really warming up from three-point land in the last several games of the season.
Well,
shooting at a much better pace.
They've kind of changed the look of it.
Great steal by Reese Rabel. Active hands on the Addie Albers drive.
So if you make her find the hot hand.
That's the different one. Apparently that's where you stick your fingertips. Thumb and then the other four fingers there. A little different. Nice shot.
The bank is open.
Absolutely. 33-14, 5:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Joe Hurlbert alongside Mike and Kelly J.
If I'm Scott Jordan, I'm telling the girls at halftime, they've struggled to score the last several games. They're on a 3-game losing streak. They just came off a game where they scored 3 points and a half. If we can come out here in the first 3 or 4 minutes of this half and put a good burst on them, they'll probably quit. The game will be over. Don't let them crawl back into this game. Reese is feeling it.
Around, absolutely. 3-point goal. Fowler TV 3-point shot by Rabel. Rolls around. You see it there on the Jackalope Stash instant replay.
Big 15 points right now.
Wow. Albers is taking it to the hole. Nope, he's going to kick it out. Shot put up by Webb, no good. Lady Riders coming the other way. Here comes Hirschfeld, got it.
What a lesson for the kids out there, Joe. Reese Rabel comes in 2 days ago, spends an extra hour before practice shooting, and what happens?
Boom, boom. Threes.
Hard work is
paying
usually rewarded.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you have to do a little extra, more than what is required.
Absolutely. You know, I heard this a while back. Nick Saban was talking about recruiting college kids, and he basically said this. He said probably 90% of the kids that he recruited are satisfied at being just average. They're happy that their jobs as coaches is to get them to that upper level and to coach them and push them into another level of skill sets.
And a lot of times, like people that Saban recruits at high school didn't have to work hard.
I know.
To be a superstar. But then when they get to a place like Alabama and the SEC, then suddenly everybody else was also successful high school stars.
And that's true.
Now, who's gonna work and improve?
Exactly.
And be able to outcompete the other people.
I'll go history on you here. Harry Truman had an extremely famous
She's pulling
speech.
Harry Truman out of the closet.
Very, very famous speech.
The old haberdasher.
Hold on here. Got to do some stat work here.
All right, catch up. Rabel, take it back out to Minker.
Good choice. Good ball rotation.
Hirschfeld, nope, won't go. Rebound comes back to Hirschfeld. Minker, three-point shot. Fowler TV variety.
It's amazing what happens when you start hitting a few threes, how much confidence makes a difference in shooting.
So the speech was about being mediocre. And he said, you know, people.
Nice shot by Egbert.
People often talk about, you know, being satisfied with being mediocre, and he said, I don't want mediocre. I want people who excel, people who are willing to.
He didn't want the common man.
The common man. He didn't want common. He said,
really?
You know, who wants common? I want extraordinary.
When I go to the hospital, I don't want a common doctor treating me. When I call the plumber, I don't want just a common plumber. I want an uncommon.
I want excellence. I want, you know, the guy who's willing to work hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like I said, very, very famous speech. But, yeah, going a little history on us here.
Very good. Well, we're going to keep it right here. The Lady Riders has come out and done exactly what Mike had said. They're starting off pretty hot here in the early goings of the third quarter, and it extended their lead to 41-19. So we'll see how long the New Knoxville Lady Rangers can hang in there.
With a big rider lead, it enables us to give a little bonus information, a little bonus coverage tonight, Joe.
Absolutely.
Did any Rider fans tune in and think they were going to get a Harry Truman lecture or
or a Dick Baumgartner?
Or a Dick Baumgartner lecture?
Absolutely not.
No.
And a picture of a sure shot basketball.
Thanks to Joe Burke.
No, did he?
Well,
did we get one?
Well, he sent one, but it didn't look like it was the one that I remember.
We got the old one at home.
Unless I didn't look down far enough, but yeah.
Nice fake by Sophie Manker there.
This could be really big for the Riders. Again, as I've said, they're playing better. Even in their losses, they've played really well against good teams. They're starting to get multiple people shooting better. This could really yield some results come tournament time.
Well, this has to be
some confidence.
This has to be a positive thing for head coach Scott Jordan, because I think one thing you have to be concerned about is that you don't want to play down to the level of your competition. And even though we know that the Lady Riders have the Rangers outmanned, so to speak, because of injuries and things like that, you still don't want to play to their level. You still want to play your game and let the chips fall where they may. And I think this is a pretty good outgoing tonight for the Lady Riders. Hirschfeld hits the free throw.
She's our leading free throw shooter for the Riders. Cadence is 75% free throw shooter for the year, and that's gone up with 2 in a row.
Jacobson, Hirschfeld out.
Yes, Reese and Sophie both have 15, but they've also got other people who are doing their parts.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting rebounds, they're contributing steals, they're passing well. It's been a good balanced effort.
Webb with the shot won't go. Here comes the Lady Riders the other way. 1:35 remaining here in the third quarter.
This is a combination we don't see a ton with the Riders, having both Henshin and Reineke in at the same time.
Riders are having a 17-point quarter here. That hasn't happened a lot this year. especially the third quarter has been unkind to them at times throughout the season. It's great to see the Riders come out and assert themselves here in the third, put this game out of reach.
Shot put up by Wellman will not go. We're under a minute at 56 seconds remaining. Jacobs. Henson, skip past to Minker for three. Nope, that won't go. Fowler's her shot. Good job there by Webb. Box her out.
Yeah, Egbert was out of bounds when that ball touched her. Good call by the referee. Possession Rough Riders.
The Riders been able to hold her in check tonight. Egbert coming in, averaging 8 points a game.
25 ticks remaining here in the third quarter. It's been all Rough Riders here in the third.
We were worried about the Riders being able to board with the much taller, longer Rangers, and they've done a great job tonight out rebounding them.
You know, I think the Riders overall are a little bit quicker.
A step back.
Shot put up by Henson. She's fouled. Good offensive rebound by Logan Henson.
Logan's 2 for 4 on the season from the free throw line.
That simply means she hadn't gotten there much.
Exactly.
In and out.
Jacobs at the buzzer. No, will not go. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score on the American Legion scoreboard, the Lady Riders 46, the Lady Rangers 19. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter right after this.
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
46-19, Lady Riders on top. Joe Hurlbert alongside Mike and Kelly J as we get ready to start the fourth and final quarter. Kelly, anything stick out? Of course, the Rough Riders had a pretty good third quarter shooting the basketball.
Yes, they did. Big thing stat-wise, when you look at the big picture, New Knoxville has taken 24 shots, and the Riders have taken 47, almost double the shot attempts. And that's a combination of turnovers and offensive boards that have caused that.
Riders came out and outscored the Rangers 18-7 in that third quarter. And like we talked about, that pretty much put the dagger in this game.
That long-range shot was attempted by Audrey Reinecke, who's in the ball game. Down the paint goes Egbert, and we've got a foul. Good job by Logan Henson.
While you might think that was unusual, Reinecke is like our top percentage three-point shooter for the team.
I didn't think that was unusual.
Yeah.
67% from three. Just hasn't taken a lot. 4 for 6.
Yeah.
Fowler TV three-point goal by Lauren Jacobs. She's had a pretty good night.
Yep.
Yes,
Reinecke
very
with
good,
a nice
very
assist.
active.
Whoops.
Riders are just collapsing on Albers everywhere.
Yeah, she's their only offensive threat tonight, at least.
She's getting some nice shots for people.
Oh,
just
nice
not
running the
hitting them.
floor. Jacobs rolls around and falls through. Good job.
Nice
Check
assist.
that out on the
Reese
Jackalope
Rabel.
Stash American or Jackalope Stash Instant Replay.
Reese has had several
That was
beautiful
nice.
passes. The back door to, and then now the
Hello. Got a jump ball called. Good job there by Logan Henshin. And here we come. No, these ain't subs. These are their starters. Other than Kendall Davis checking in.
If I'm the other 3 subs on that bench, though, Joe, I'm starting to stretch that hammy out a little
You
bit.
think so?
Get my arm warmed up, and maybe jump around a little bit and get loosened up because I'm smelling playing time. People that usually never get into the game, they see that 51-19 score. And
right.
It's nice to get the players who typically don't get them some playing time periodically in a game like this.
Exactly.
They're practicing every day and working hard. It's nice to get them some game time.
35. Here comes Albers with the steal. Lob it to Egbert. Nope, won't go. Reineke comes down with it. Here comes Hirschfeld. To Kendall Davis. Shot put up. Nope, won't go by Reineke. Albers with the basketball. Whistle and a foul is going to be called. Probably on Reineke, I would believe. Yeah.
May have put the broadcaster hex on Reineke. Talk about her three-point shooting, and she missed her last 2.
Substitution checking in, Emily Baumbauer.
Addie Albers at the line. She's 58% free throw shooter for the Rangers.
Point number 16 on the night.
Manker. Nice shot by Audrey Reineke, the 6-foot sophomore. Back door, up the glass. Nice play by the Lady Rangers. Nice finish by Kiera Wellman.
5'7" freshman for the Rangers. Gets in the book.
Manker with a line drive.
This Webb's their three-point shooter, leading three-point shooter for the Riders. Nails that 3. Shooting 33% on the year from 3. Unfortunately for her, the Rangers just haven't been able to generate a lot of shots for her.
Manker, Reineke, Davis. Nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Wellman. Oh, here we go. Oh, gee whiz.
The NBA would have assessed a penalty to the Riders for flopping on that one. They tried to draw a charge off of Egbert, and yeah, referee had no part of that one.
Avery Daringer checks into the ball game for the Lady Riders, as does Kalana Bond Owls.
Yep. Getting in some people who usually don't get any varsity time. Great opportunity for them to show what they can do. Great pass by Kendall Davis. Shot was a little bit long by Bond Alls.
Too high. Sails out of bounds, turnover, and here comes, I think this is the last person on the Rider bench.
Reagan Hiddle checking into the game for the Riders. He's only appeared in one game, as Bond Alls and Hiddle both have only appeared in one game for the Riders. It's exciting for young players to get their first sniffs of varsity action.
I'll tell you what, Addie Albers, there is no quit in her.
Yeah, she's an impressive athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Long, athletic, 5'11". I like her a lot. Very active.
Reinecke loses it out of bounds, so the turnover will give it to the Lady Rangers. 3:15 remaining in the basketball game.
Quick first step, slash into the basket by Albers.
Foul's going to be on Kendall Davis.
Addison looking at 16 points so far. That is point number 17. So a little bit above her scoring average tonight. But again, we talked about with the absence of her sister, some of the scoring pressure is
somebody has to step up.
Yeah, somebody's got to step up, and she's doing that tonight.
Traveled. I think Kendall picked up her dribble a little bit too soon.
Yeah, we always complained when point guards would pick the ball up just over half court, and like you can't run the offense
Not there.
50 feet from the basket. Yeah.
Albers shot off the glass, won't go. Rebound Reinecke. Give it to Deringer. Quickly up the floor to Bondalls. She loses it out of bounds. We'll go the other way. Boy, for the ladies that's sitting over on the bench, the starters and the two girls that come off the bench, they don't get this opportunity very often, do they?
They have to feel very, very good about how they played tonight, putting 50 points on the board. I think the Riders are coming in the last 5-6 games. They've steadily improved at the end of the year.
We should have a jump ball.
It's a real credit to the Riders. They're 3-13. They've lost a number of close games. Yeah. They haven't quit. Right. They've continued to work at it. They're starting to play a lot better. Again, I think they could be a dangerous team in the tournament. They could win some tournament games and surprise some people. Could be peaking at the right time.
Mia Wellman checks into the ball game for the Lady Rangers, number 44.
Good thing about tournament play, that record gets erased, and
yep.
Everybody's 0-0. Doesn't matter if you had a great season or a bad season. Things can change in the tournament.
Oh, just a little bit too high. Hiddle's pass was intended for Bondalls, and it goes over her outstretched arms and out of bounds. 2:02 remaining. Good hustle by Kendall Davis, knocks it out of bounds.
That was a reversal, one of that we just talked about, trying to make a pretty long, extended entry pass.
Too far away from the basket.
Shot put up by Webb, 3-point goal.
Webb has a nice looking shot.
Yeah.
They just have had a hard time getting her open.
Wellman has 6 points on the night.
You know, a player like that is a good shooter. If you have their normal point guard, Avery Albers, handling the ball, creating and passing out to her, she gets more shots.
Yep.
You know, the trickle-down effect of losing a point guard can be really tough on a team. More than any other position, losing a point guard is really tough.
Webb took the opportunity on the steal to put 2 points. And Reinecke answers.
Nice half hook by Audrey Reinecke down on the post.
Shot up and in.
Wellman again, the freshman.
That's another nice post up at this end of the floor.
Freshman has 6 points tonight. Averages a couple a game on the season.
Reineke's shot won't go. 35 seconds remaining. Webb. Brown. Ball loose on the floor. Wellman ties up Daringer, and it'll belong to the Rough Riders.
Guessing the Riders may choose to hold it from here. Wrap this one up.
Aubrey Gross and Lena Opperman checks into the ball game. That's going to be it here from Grand Lake Health Systems Court. The final score, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 55, the New Knoxville Rangers 35. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap things up right after this.
Looking for the perfect gift for your man, son, or dad? Jackalope Stashman's clothing store in downtown St. Mary's will help you score the perfect gift. At this haberdashery, you will find stylish formal and informal wear, along with the most fashionable and contemporary accessories. Not sure what to get your leading man? Stop in and purchase the Jackalope Stash gift card. Make your man the best dressed in the room, no matter the occasion. Quality, style, stash. That's Jackalope Stash, where riders shop.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Coming to the Grand Opera House live in downtown St. Mary's, February 1st. Get ready to rock with Thunderbeard, America's #1 tribute to CC Top.
Every girl's crazy about a shop dress.
Bringing a highly entertaining show filled with all the classic songs you know and love, busty guitars and real beards too. Then on February 8th, indulge your senses. See, hear, and feel why Floyd Live is recognized as America's definitive Pink Floyd experience. You'll need Doc Brown and a DeLorean to get any closer. To buy tickets, visit GrandOperaHouseLive.com today.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
St. Mary's Rough Riders win at 55-35 to run their record to 4-13 on the season. With the loss, New Knoxville drops to 3-14 in an abbreviated JV contest. The St. Mary's JVs defeated New Knoxville 33-13. I want to remind you that on Thursday night we'll have boys wrestling here on Rider Nation Station, and then on Friday we'll be back to bring you boys varsity action as St. Mary's will host the Van Wert Cougars in Western Buckeye League play. So let's take it over to Kelly and Mike, and let's statistics, final comments, and we'll head to the house.
Okay, for the New Knoxville Rangers, Paige Webb with 8 points, Kiara Wellman with 6, Bren Egbert with 3, and Addie Albers obviously was the star of the show for the Rangers with 18 points. The Rangers were 13 of 37 for 35% overall. just 4 of 11 from the three-point line, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, and 17 turnovers. And obviously they didn't turn the ball over as much in the second half, but the Riders kind of pulled the press and kind of pulled off the gas a little bit, so that helped them a little. For the St. Mary's Rough Riders, Sophie Manker, 15 points, great game, very active, driving and just creating a lot of havoc on defense. Cadence Hirschfeld with 6, Lauren Jacobs with 10, Logan Henson with 1, Audrey Reinecke with 4, Clara Turner with 4, and Reese Rabel with 15. For the blue and gold, 21 of 57 for 37% overall, 9 of 32 for 28% from the three-point line. They chucked it up there quite a bit from the three. They had just 11 turnovers, several of them just here at the end of the game, so that kind of skewed their statistics a little bit there. 13 offensive boards, which I thought was a big part of the game, just gave them more shot attempts. And again, we talked earlier about the fact that the Riders took 57 shot attempts, the Rangers only 37. When you shoot the ball more, you're going to have more points. That's just the way the percentages work. The Riders went 12 quarter scoring, 12, 16, 18 bonanza of scoring on the third quarter, and then just 9 in the fourth quarter. The Rangers were 4, 8, 7, and 16 in the fourth quarter.
Next game for the Rangers, they're at Versailles, back in MAC action on Thursday. Next game for St. Mary's, they travel to Van Wert to the Cougars Den Thursday for WBL action.
Well, that's going to do it for Rider Nation Station tonight here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. I want to thank Rhett Chisholm, Mark Huber on camera, Logan Yelton and Rich Spencer down below pushing all the buttons. And once again, our final score, the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders win 55-35 over the Knoxville Lady Rangers. For my colleagues Mike and Kelly J., I'm Joe Hurlburt. Until Friday night with more high school basketball. So long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.